This Paragon League claims to know the two final characters coming to Smash Bros. Ultimate. Blocked content. What's happening, my Block buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. I don't even have to say it, but guys, we did it. Banjo and Kazooie are in Super Smash Bros. I couldn't be more happy. I actually watched that trailer that they released, and even the Heroes trailer, a bunch of times, and all these reactions from all over the internet. The outpouring has been so amazing, and we have some great content coming up. Today we want to talk about something that actually extends even further from Banjo and Kazooie and the hero being in Smash. Actually, a rumor that talks about the final two characters coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's DLC Fighter Pack. And it's actually really surprising what's in this, and it's also had some developments from all over, the past couple of days. And even the reports that I'm going to be talking about are from today. So I really wanted to sit down with you guys and talk about the possibilities here. And for those of you guys who like giveaways, we are still giving away Piranha Plant plushies. Remember to like this video, subscribe to Blocked Content, and comment down below to enter for the giveaway at 50k. We're going super fast. These felt creatures are so super cute. So if you want to win one of them, comment down below. All right, you guys, let's get into this. This comes from Game Rant, so I just wanted to kind of compile all the information here, and it's actually a rumor, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC Fighters leak. Now, there's one character that you guys are really gonna like in this one, because my Blocked Content viewers kind of have one character that they really want to have in Smash, and it isn't always the character that you think people want to have in Smash. Some people are super against it, some people are not, and one of the characters that it's talking about here is Super Mario franchise's Waluigi.
Finally in Smash!
Prior to Nintendo's E3 2019 presentation, a Discord user named Paragon posted what was claimed to be a leak of Nintendo's plans. Now that E3 2019 has come and gone, we know that Paragon was largely accurate with what they leaked, including the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Banjo-Kazooie DLC reveal and the Breath of the Wild 2 announcement. Now, these things are big. I mean, yeah, Banjo-Kazooie was one of the only choices that it could have been to be huge and massive. So to actually predict that one is big, but it's not something that a lot of other people haven't tried to predict in the past, including myself. When we talked with our awesome buddy back then, we even had this discussion, who is the character that is coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and we both basically said Banjo-Kazooie is the only one that really makes sense. But Breath of the Wild 2, calling the sequel to Breath of the Wild, not just a new Zelda game, but Breath of the Wild 2, that is big. And among other of these announcements, because called a lot of details that are in that thing. Now, this makes the other claims made in the post far easier to believe, including the final two characters Paragon says will be added to the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate roster. According to this post, a screenshot of which was posted by Twitter user Jake Brents, the next DLC character after Banjo-Kazooie is an Undertale representative. Who exactly from Undertale will be added to the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate roster as DLC isn't made clear, but the leaker doesn't necessarily think it will be Sans, one of the game's most popular characters. I would like Sans. I think Papyrus would be cool. Papyrus! Would be really cool to have next to Waluigi. Papyrus! And Sans, I think, would be great, but I feel like a character, like Frisk, the main character, doesn't make sense at all. Maybe it will be an amalgamation of Undertale as a franchise. I think that would make a lot of sense too. Now, the leak points to the final Super Smash Bros. DLC fighter being none other than Waluigi. Fans may recall that prior to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's launch, there was a fan campaign to try to get Waluigi in the ambitious crossover fighting game, as he is notably left out of all the games in the series so far. So yeah, this is really crazy. So this was the actual Twitter post from June 15th saying Jake Brent's possible leak from before E3 that accurately predicted Nintendo's E3. It suggests that for Smash Bros. DLC, we might see an Undertale rep and actually see a playable Waluigi. This could very well be a miraculous fake, but we should also keep these ideas and possibilities in mind. So yeah, that's what I feel about this leak. Like, it's crazy. It could be a fever dream. It could be a miraculous fake. Really great predictions. But keeping these things, these ideas and possibilities, as Jake says, in mind, that makes sense. Like the idea that don't count these characters out because there is something out there that really talks about these things potentially being super hyper real, right? These big predictions, they don't just come falling out of the sky. These were true. So calling these two characters, they're weird characters, right? I mean, Waluigi isn't even a third-party character like all the other characters in the Fighter's Pass, so it's super strange. However, they go on to say, while some of the people pushing to see Waluigi in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate were doing so ironically, there are definitely genuine Waluigi fans out there that will be excited by this leak. However, we must stress that it's possible this leak is filled with a mix of real and fake information to throw people off, as that's not been unheard of in the past. But if we assume this leak is accurate, it contradicts past Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC fighter leaks quite a bit. One of the most prominent leaks claimed that future DLC would consist of Ryu Hayabusa, Steve from Minecraft, and Doomguy, or the Doomslayer, but none of those characters have been announced just yet. And just the fact of them being 3 characters, that wouldn't even fit in this Fighter's Pass anymore. So either Ryu Hayabusa or Doomguy would make sense, but now Steve from Minecraft getting in, I don't see it happening at all. I think Microsoft is bringing one character, and that it's Banjo. Now, we also have to consider the possibility that none of the leaked Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC fighters are actually coming to the game. As always, it's best to wait for an official announcement by Nintendo before getting too excited. So I'm actually super thrilled to kind of talk about what this leak is talking about, because it actually predicted a whole lot of things, and having Joker, having the hero, Erdrick, having Banjo in there, I mean, this thing, predicted all over the internet, so I want to talk about this. Paragon says, "The above is what I shared in Forest Maze. I think it will point people in the right direction, but it will get attention of me for now. I highly suspect CDs are going to start going out, so cease and desists. Luckily, I'm not high profile enough to get one, but if someone like Sabi got one, I wouldn't be shocked, to be honest. Also, since I owe you and said I would share if you came through with your end of the deal, I'll go ahead and give you the legit scoop. Luminary is the default skin, yes, but he's actually called the hero because he has 3 other Dragon Quest hero alts. One I don't really recognize, but the other 2 are definitely Erdrick and the Dragon Quest VIII protagonist. They are the opener to the trailer, and they have some kind of JRPG mechanic. I guess it's from Dragon Quest, as I've never played it. Banjo's trailer is actually a K. Rool repeat, with the Duck Hunt Echo meme coming full circle. And even though I usually only dig for Smash, Breath of the Effin' Wild 2, my dude. Like, holy ass, I didn't even ask to be told that, but they told me anyways. Also, regarding and to explain the last 2 in more detail, I'm 99% convinced Undertale is in, but nobody will give me a straight answer on Sans. You would think 25 people later and someone would give you something, but as best they implied, no Sans. So I guess Frisk? I'm not sure what the big rap is about that. Just because you asked, I decided to triple check the Waluigi stuff. It's pretty sad that an assist trophy I don't even care about seems to have the most backing, but I'm dead serious, my dude. I'm basically 100% on the Waluigi train. I just wish I liked the character. I would elaborate more on those 2, but all I feel safe sharing is what the end of the Banjo trailer will hint to Undertale. Watch where K. Rool ends up, lol. Now, okay guys, this is a lot to take in because yes, a whole lot of this stuff was actually correct, right? I mean, sharing that Luminary, the hero, of course, is the default skin. That happened. The trailer, the trailer actually also had those 3 Dragon Quest alts in it, as well as the gameplay stuff. And calling Erdrick and the Dragon Quest VIII protagonist, that's definitely true. The opener of the trailer, that actually is true as well. The JRPG mechanic with choosing different moves, that's completely correct, and that happened. And yes, it is from Dragon Quest. And calling Banjo's trailer as being a repeat of the K. Rool trailer. Now, mind you, before this, we never ever had repeats of trailers like this. Like, they never kind of did this thing where it's like, remember this trailer? Now we're going to add something on top of it. No, that never happened. So calling this is crazy. Also, the post wasn't edited. This was June 8, right? This is crazy. Then saying, even though you don't usually dig for Smash, Breath of the Wild 2. Now, that's super huge calling that. I mean, no one expected that. That's why the internet went crazy about Breath of the Wild 2. So, for me, having these two characters, Waluigi and something from Undertale coming to Super Smash Bros., that's a big deal. I think that this might have been information to throw people off. My honest opinion is that I feel like an assist trophy cannot turn into a character, even if it's downloadable content. I think it'll be big if it happens, and the internet will explode, and I think it's the way to get people that weren't already getting Ultimate or a Switch to get a Switch, just because of the general meme of Waluigi's never getting into Smash, and then it happens. But I think a character from Undertale is even crazier. I feel like if you're talking Joker and Luminary and Banjo, I think the next character in that slot should be someone very recognizable, like from a big JRPG kind of series. Maybe if you are doing first-party characters like Waluigi, it could be a Fire Emblem character, but I definitely could see a character like Crash coming, or a character that is ingrained in the more, Japanese side of the fan culture within Super Smash Bros. Having an Undertale character in there makes no sense to me. I don't think the franchise is big enough to have a character in Smash Bros., even though I love Undertale and all its characters and the worlds and the funniness of it all. I feel like it has no place in Super Smash Bros. I don't think it fits at all. I think there could be really fun stuff that you can do with it, especially with the trailer and kind of things that match up there. And even within the gameplay of the character like Frisk with moving the heart and stuff like that, I could see it all making sense, and having Sans in there too. I could see it making sense. So no, I don't think that that's correct at all. I think that that's information to throw people off. And there's even more information about this. A user named Sabi, who is of course this leaker that has also gotten a cease and desist letter from Nintendo not to talk about stuff anymore, actually talked on Twitter very, very recently, saying, "Here's my statement on the Para League," so the Paragon League fiasco. A formerly respected Papagino's mod. So Papagino's is, of course, one of our colleagues, a channel that does really fun content on leaks. If you don't follow Papagino's, you gotta do that. The guy's super sweet, got a great hat. So he claimed to have gotten a cease and desist. That those DMs that leaked the E3 Direct were real, and that his friend backstabbed him and posted those DMs without his permission. And it's all 99% fake. It takes little to no effort to verify at least one person you got a cease and desist. I did it for numerous sites and with reputable people. It takes 2 seconds. Secondly, he didn't offer any valid way to prove those direct messages were real. And finally, it would make no sense for a childhood in real life friend to backstab you by sharing your direct messages and beg people like Papagino's to post it. It was clearly just him on an alternate account. Needless to say, it is incredibly disrespectful to mimic my cease and desist situation. That is what I call a BS leak. Well, he left all Smash Discords on this server and, as such, is no longer a moderator on Papagino's server. It becomes increasingly clear how it was all an insulting stunt by a former Papagino's mod. This is very unfortunate. Just know that it was fake. Now, this situation has escalated quite a bit, with people like, these Jake Brent guy talking about the leak and potentially being real, but maybe, keeping a close eye on it as well. The Paragon leak, the person, completely disappearing. Sabi, who has gotten a cease and desist, now actually saying, I knew this stuff, and this is definitely not real. This is just someone who wants to piggyback on my information and stuff like that. So, everything is kind of exploding or imploding, however you want to call it, within this Super Smash information. I just wanted to let you guys guys in on what people are in the zeitgeist thinking about the two characters that are coming to Smash. If I have to call them, I would say Waluigi and a character from Undertale are not coming to Super Smash Bros. In my opinion. I would definitely love a character like Crash Bandicoot, although, you know, all people are kind of saying, you know, more like cereal box mascots coming to Smash. Like, give us some, you know, other JRPG fighters or characters from like the history of Nintendo. I would think Ryu Hayabusa makes a whole lot of sense. Like him in the Ninja Gaiden outfit and then the classic outfit from the NES games. That's a character that I feel like everyone would kind of be happy about, because it wouldn't be a standard sword fighter. It would be a ninja with all these kind of cool ninja techs and ideas and combos that I think would be really cool and would fit within Super Smash Bros. As well. Has a big history. In Crash, I feel like having, you know, the new Crash racing game and of course the Insane Trilogy on Switch, it would make complete sense, and that would also be a very huge get, because I feel like that also has a very huge, like it's the PlayStation character like it was back in the day. To have a character like Solid Snake, like Joker and Crash in the same game, and even Cloud, I mean, just think about it. You could like have your PlayStation dream come true on a Nintendo game, on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So I'm super curious to hear what you guys think of this entire Paragon leak. Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what everyone thinks. If you comment down below, your comment could actually be featured in our next video. And today's comment question is, would any of you guys actually want Waluigi to be in Super Smash Bros.? You know, still being an assist trophy in there, and then being replaced and being a character in the game. Does anyone really want this character to be in? I've got ideas for the character. I think that it could be fun. One of our friends has actually made a great mod with Waluigi in Smash, so there's definitely potential there, but do you guys want it? As for the previous comment question winner, our answer comes to us from user Vidya Brothers. I think I've had a comment from Vidya Brothers before, saying, "Well, damn, this was faster than I thought. Thought we wouldn't hear anything about the music until maybe September or October. By the way, the E3 was terrible for the most part, but Nintendo was definitely were the saving grace of it. They saved E3. By the way, yes, I do believe that we get a new Banjo game. Will they be able to get all the original people? I don't know. I'm sure they can come up with something, though." Thanks, Vidya Brothers, and thanks for the new accent. Yeah, I think that a new original Banjo game could be happening, because they can see the outpour from the internet, and they now know how many people love Banjo and would definitely get a Banjo game if it comes out. I think Nintendo should snatch the IP back, or ask for it nicely, because they are clearly treating it with a lot of love and respect. Or Microsoft and Nintendo make a game together. And in terms of the music, Grant Kirkhope stuff, if you want more on that, subscribe to Blocked Content, because you are not going to be disappointed. Anyway, guys, of course, a big shout out to our latest Patreon supporters. So very sweet of you guys to donate something to Blocked Content to get very cool rewards, like have yourself created in pixel art, or your own Blocked Content character, join me for live discussions, or have your own ideas made into videos by me. So go to patreon.com/blockedcontent, because there's a lot of incredible rewards there waiting for you, and you'll be responsible for this channel existing yet another day. And remember, if you're not yet a member of the Blocked Content family yet, super easy, click that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and all the news and fun and the leak speak you care about will be delivered daily to you. And for those of you guys who don't know, we have a brand new show on the channel. It's an animated original show called Banjo-Kazooie Reviewee. And in that show, we actually have Banjo and Kazooie talk about all the fighters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Our first episode is out now. You can actually click it after the jump here, and it features Piranha Plant. And it might have a special little something from another character within Banjo-Kazooie. And even though I don't rhyme, I won't do it at the same time. I don't know, that was a rhyme, I guess. That was a hint to the character. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys around the corner, where there's always more Blocked Content. See ya.